Yo,
You are really, really low.
snack time.
Just snack time until bed.
What time is the Last Supper?
5 o'clock.
Tony, the most church going here doesn't get your Last Supper reference, man. Come on.
I do.
He's the blasphemer.
Hold on, I'm trying to look at the painting to see if there was still daylight. Okay, fair enough. There was still daylight in the Last Supper painting.
You can tell.
I didn't know
I
if
wouldn't
it was
know.
nighttime.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I
Yeah,
would know from recall, like of what it looks like. There's just a bunch of people at the table.
Also, you guys ever notice like the Last Supper painting is like they're seated very weirdly.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's all get on one side of the table. Like,
all right, let me ask you that, Winston. Actually, let me ask you both of this. This is
you gonna ask and then we start, or do you want to start first?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, it could be good, but like, are you guys same siders with your?
with like my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
that's
same-sider.
weird.
No, I'm a 1000% same sider.
Okay, sorry, we should have started.
What?
I didn't realize this.
That was the
What?
perfect time to start, though, right?
Welcome
Go ahead,
to
Tony.
the XYZ podcast. Jeez, oh man. This is episode 58.
Every
I'm
time.
millennial producer Tony. Again, wouldn't be the show if someone talking over someone else. Joined as always by your host Gen X Brian
Hey everybody,
and Gen Z Winston.
good to see you
What
guys.
is going on, people?
What?
What it do?
He's falling apart. All right, man.
All right, re-ask our question. We
Yeah.
were having some pleasantries and we were about to get into it, but
Yeah, Tony
repeat
finished.
for us.
Yeah, well, Tony finished supper. Then Winston
Right.
brought up the Last Supper, which we were talking about the composition of the photo. How everyone in the Last Supper, like, all right, guys, I need everybody on the same side of the table. We're gonna be here for like the next 13 hours as I paint all you guys. Which
Well, yeah, I don't think there were actual people sitting for the painting, but
No.
can you imagine somebody painting that and like half the subjects you just can't see them? That's insane.
it would have been a lot blurrier, I guess, if that would have been the case. But
Well,
that-
you could only see like 3 people's faces because 3 of the guys in the foreground are blocking people in the background.
Yeah, get out of the way, man. But that led me to ask the question, when you go out with your significant other to a meal, do you sit on the same side, to which my wife and I refer to them as same-siders, I think. Does everybody call them same-siders? Like we just, like if we see somebody like same-siders. And
No, I don't call it, but I know like we would look at it, and that's how we kind of like, especially when me and my girlfriend go out, we'll be like, if we see a guy and a girl sitting side by side while they're eating, they're like, oh, that's a couple. But if they're like sitting face to face, it's like, oh, now it's ambiguous. Now you don't know what's
it's
going
not.
on.
I assure you, if I'm out there with my wife having dinner, I don't think anybody's going to be like, I'm not
Well,
sure if they're a couple.
Yeah.
Well,
It
we
looks
don't
like
know.
a
What if
business
you guys
meeting.
it's like a business meeting,
Yeah.
or it's like
Yeah.
maybe you try to sell her something. Who knows?
Maybe she's trying to sell you something.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, depending on the context, I'm either buying or I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's
Right.
like But if I sit with my friends, I sit like face to face.
So
I'm not
you
gonna
are
sit on
same-siders. Tony, you are not. You and Liz sit
no.
across the table from
we
each other
go
like
there to,
normal people.
talk and
like
look at each
normal
other.
people. It's
Yeah.
crazy. No, I think
I did say that, yes.
but I think
I
I
agree.
think it makes. I don't know. Have you guys sat on the same side as your wives? I feel
No.
like you.
If
You
there's
need to
more
try it.
people, if
No, you
I'm
need to try
going
it.
with one more person, then yes, then I will
Yes,
sit on the
yes.
same
No,
side
yeah,
as my
no, I'm
wife.
talking strictly
Yeah.
dates, duo,
Yeah.
Well, how isn't the whole point or one of the main points of going out and sharing a meal is having conversation?
Yeah,
you, like,
but like you
looking
you
for
have
the
the
side?
conversation. You have conversation anywhere. What's stopping me from doing this, Brian? That's it. It's a great
That's
joke
a lot
for
of
the
neck
radio.
moving. Though.
Yeah, and the food is in front of me. Like I so I can eat and have the conversation. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think you guys should just sit on the side. I feel like I used to be a same sider denier, but
Listen,
changed.
unlike 2 other gentlemen I know, that I will test this. The next
Yeah.
I will field test it. We were
Yeah.
saying so the next time we go out, I
Uh-huh.
will try this and I'll report back.
Your
Okay.
neck will be sore. It'll be weird.
I
know,
don't-
yeah.
No,
Listen, I'm going to go in it with low expectations because I don't think it's a good idea. So
Well,
if there's any advantage to it, I will be truthful in my report.
They're okay. Well, yeah, because when we see people who are like same siders, I get it. You're it's cute. You're next to each other, but I do believe like the whole point is like gazing into your loved one's eyes. Like that's you. I don't know. That way you're eating, you're looking straight ahead.
I love
understand
this.
it.
I think this is going to be a semantics episode because we've got questions in the chat already, and I've had our my McDonald's discussion from last episode has semi boiled over into another discussion that I want to bring up. But first, question in the chat is dinner versus supper.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, same thing, right? Is it not?
Not in my understanding.
Because coming from Vietnam, supper was not a word that you were taught.
Okay,
Supper
that's
was
fair.
something that you learned when you're in
Is
the
there
country.
a Vietnamese word for supper? Maybe there's not. Maybe it's just
No,
dinner.
it's just
Well,
dinner.
by coming to America and just by context, have you?
Wait, no. There is a word for supper. Oh my god, that's stupid as shit. So
Is there distinction?
So we have 4 meals a day instead of just 3. So
Okay.
like in
Breakfast,
Vietnam,
second breakfast.
no, so
Elevensies.
it's breakfast. So the way it would work is breakfast, lunch, then you'll eat like supper, like an afternoon supper, and then you'll have dinner again at like
What time do people like? What time? Like 8? You said.
So 8 is dinner. Like
Okay.
8, 9 is like
Like
dinner.
8. Yeah, later. Okay.
Yeah, and then supper is like 5, 6. And if you have an early supper, it'll be like 4:30.
Is there any other differentiation other than the time difference?
No, I think so Vietnamese people, in terms of food, is weird. You can eat anything at any time, and it doesn't matter. So you know how like over here it's like, oh, it's breakfast time. When you think breakfast, you think like bacon, eggs, or cereal, stuff like that. Vietnamese people, it's like breakfast time. Can't wait to eat a whole bowl of pho. You know, like, but it's like you can eat pho for dinner or lunch.
Dude, I'm big on savory for breakfast all day long, man. Yeah.
I think it might be an Asian thing too. You look at like some Japanese breakfast and stuff, and they're doing rice and grilled fish, traditionally. Brian, dinner versus supper.
So supper in my childhood, had relatives in the rural parts of Ohio, farmers were on like my dad's side of the family, and I would go up and stay with my cousin for like a week, and we would literally work on the farm. Like we would, the hay trucks would come in, and we would help throw the hay off the trucks or the straw into the barn, and like we, worked and played on the farm, and it was supper, and it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and that was dinner, but it was just called supper, and it was earlier, I guess, because if you're on a farm, you're up working earlier, and you're probably hungry earlier. So that was always my understanding of supper, is that it was like an earlier big meal, and then but that was it for the evening. It was like dinner, only earlier, and that was it.
Okay, so both of you are based on time.
I thought you were going to say, okay, so both of you are wrong.
No, the differentiation in my head is always size of meal.
Oh.
Like regular weekday third meal was always supper. It's just what we always called it.
Did you ever have dinner after supper?
No, those were the 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, supper. But the big meal on a Sunday was middle of the day. That was your big meal of the day, and that was Sunday dinner.
Sunday dinner, yeah.
Sunday dinner was always like after church,
That's not lunch?
I was going to say that would be lunchtime.
It's at like lunchtime, but because of, oftentimes, everybody had went to church, then you're waiting for everybody to get to a place to gather, there's my grandmother's house or wherever. So it was usually a little bit later than that.
Like a 3 o'clock?
It was dinner. So maybe it's still time-based to me. If it's later than regular food time, it's dinner. But it was always like it was a bigger meal for me. So like if I would wait and go out somewhere for like a big fancy meal somewhere, it might be later. It might not be till 7 or 8 o'clock, and then I would probably refer to it as dinner. But if it was earlier and just a whatever meal, then it's supper. I don't know.
What time is your Thanksgiving dinner usually? 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
like 1 or 2. Like 1 or 2. It's
early.
later than the regular meal time. Just because it's like, okay, well, if someone's cooking a turkey, you got to wake up, you're still prepping turkey, you're still doing stuff. And then by the time you wait till everybody gets there and things, it's, 1 or 2 o'clock for dinner.
That is not dinner. That's still
very
lunch.
Confusing. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the big meal. It's just the big meal.
The big
of the
meal
day.
is called dinner. Okay.
So Winston, though, was this middle your Vietnamese supper? Was that always
Yeah.
did that happen every day? Did everybody ate 4 meals a
So
day generally? I mean,
no, so that's what happened when I was in like elementary school. So that's how they separated. It was weird. So, when you start school, they don't give you breakfast or anything. You usually just get breakfast on your own when you get to school. And then around 12 o'clock, they'll have a break, and that's the lunch break. And then for whatever reason, 4:30, 5 o'clock, when you're leaving school, school will give
you
you
went to
dinner.
school that
And
late?
yeah, yeah, it was 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day.
Oh, right.
Um,
That's why the
yeah,
Asians are
and
always beating us at everything.
exactly. And so, when you're normally when I was leaving school, I would just go home. But a lot of the kids that their parents paid for them to have meals at school, they'll have a supper at school, and that would be like 5 o'clock. So sometimes I don't know what happened to these kids if they're having dinner afterwards or if that was like their like meal for the day and that was it. But I'm assuming they're having supper at school at 5 o'clock, and then when their parents pick them up by 6 or whatever and they're home, they'll probably have dinner again with their parents later. But supper it was usually more like to me it was more like a snack. It wasn't like a real meal.
Not a full
Right.
meal. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a full meal, so I think it was sort of just like, oh, and here are some fruits and Jello type thing. That's to me a supper.
See, that's snack time. But
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Like
all
an
I'm
All
saying.
right.
after-school
Well,
snack. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, Tony,
yeah,
you said you had supper and it was not. It was late. It was after 5. So I don't know if that qualifies, man.
Yeah, I would say supper is, somewhere between 5 and 6 o'clock. And then like these people eating at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. I'm just like, that's
yeah.
wild to have a
That's
full
me.
meal that late. That's
Yeah,
crazy to me.
that's
Well,
me.
you stay up later if you eat that late.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
So-
we shifted dinner time back to 7 in the pandemic just so we can have like a set schedule.
that's crazy. You
Yeah.
guys are eating so early. I want you to know, my family was eating dinner at like 9 p.m. during the
Yeah.
pandemic. It was freaking insane. That's how we always do it. Like Vietnamese people just eat like I
But
guess
then
because we start our day later, almost like our breakfast isn't until like 10 or 11.
what time do you go
So
to bed though? I think that's key.
yeah,
Like if you're gonna eat a
that's
meal, you got to stay up later.
right.
Now
So
that I'm old, I go to bed early, which is crazy because I just assumed like when I met
yeah,
my wife, I just assumed everybody like in our ages in their 20s was up to like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I just assumed everybody was like that.
yeah, that's
And
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
and having kids really that reassigns your sleeping schedule whether you want to
yeah,
or not. It's
right.
it's a survival tactic to then like sleep earlier when you can, and then you got to get up early.
Oh, jeez, that sounds awful. You convinced me, Brian. I would
Mhm.
not be having kids.
Oh man, I can make strong arguments on either
Yeah.
side of the, but I would say the pros outweigh the cons.
Right.
So this leads me to my next. This has been a discussion that I've been posing to people for the past a couple weeks since the last recording. Listening to another podcast, they got into a discussion about pasta, and
Mhm.
this one guy just didn't. He was there was a whole discussion about this guy thought that spaghetti was the name of the dish and didn't realize it's the name of the pasta. And
All
he's
pasta
like,
is based on the noodle name. Yeah.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, could you have macaroni spaghetti? And everyone's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, just he's like, you could have all kind of spaghetti. And they're like, yeah, but it's like spaghetti bolognese or spaghetti marinara. It's like it's
Yeah.
depending on the sauce, not whatever
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Macaroni elbow noodles,
Yeah.
elbows and cheese.
Okay. Now you've just touched on something that is the crux of my discussion here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
I want to ask the distinction between noodles and pasta.
Oh,
So here's what I've come to the conclusion of. All noodles are pasta, not all pasta are noodles. But when does pasta become a noodle?
Like all blimps are dirigibles, but not all dirigibles are
So-
blimps.
Yes.
So I will say, okay, from my experience as as an Asian person,
I'm an authority on noodles.
Pasta are all noodles type that is from Italy.
Is
That's
ramen
literally-
pasta?
Ramen is not pasta.
Ramen-
And
yeah.
pho is not pasta. So pasta is only anything that's like spaghetti, Alfredo, anything that originate out of Italy.
Okay.
That's a pasta. Now, if
See,
you're
now
talking,
getting the Asian perspective is interesting here.
Yeah,
I had not thought of
Right.
location. Now, the argument would be that Marco Polo supposedly went to China and came back with
egg
pasta.
noodles. Yeah.
So I don't know how you want to. I don't know how you want to fit that into your pasta worldview.
That's
but-
crazy. Yeah. But no, but egg noodles are considered noodles. Like egg noodles aren't pasta. Now there's various version of egg noodles, but to me they're all
Does pasta have to be made with flour? Is that what makes pasta
think-
pasta?
So I think a pasta main indicator is it's made with egg, so it has like yellow. What's it called? But it doesn't matter as a
No, because you
Vietnamese
just said
person or
egg
as
noodles, man.
yeah. But hold on, but as an Asian person, unless it's coming from like unless the meal is coming from Italy, it's not a pasta. So
Location
I
based,
would
huh?
if I went somewhere and I ordered, say, udon,
uh-huh.
I would consider them udon noodles, or I
Yes,
would
when you-
consider them ramen noodles.
Right, but you wouldn't consider it a pasta dish. Like udon is not a pasta. Like, would you call miso ramen miso pasta?
Me so horny.
No, I
That's-
would now. Here's the thing. I would. A lot of miso doesn't have anything in it,
Right.
but I would consider them noodles
Nudes.
because of a distinction that I will get to. I'll give my opinion here in a moment.
Uh-huh.
But you're saying it's location based,
yes.
Brian. Just immediately off the top of your head, if you
I
had to
said
make a
flour.
distinction.
I said flour. Noodle pasta is made with flour.
Yeah, but I would say like
So, isn't a pasta made of flowers also?
again ramen or udon
I don't know how to
or
make that any of those.
macaroni or orzo, like they're all made with
So
flour.
wait, hold on. So I will touch on the macaroni thing. Macaroni and elbow noodles. We have a whole completely different words for them in Vietnamese. Like we don't call those pasta, but we
Okay.
don't call them noodles either. It's called nui, and it's like nui is literally that type of like if it's a pasta with a circular hole in it, it's nui, if that makes sense. So penne, elbow.
Penne. Okay, yeah. So
yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna say that encompasses a lot of different pastas then,
yeah.
like
Let me-
with holes in them.
Let me throw this past you. We're gonna ignore holes, length.
Okay. Then I need to know about the SpongeBob shaped ones because that's super
Length
interesting.
would be is what I've come up with. And now what length, I don't know. That's where the heavy discussion has come in
Uh-huh.
recently. But if it's a long piece of pasta, then it's a noodle.
Yes.
You would call linguine, fettuccine, spaghetti, angel
Lasagna?
hair. I would even go as far to say a sheet of lasagna would be considered a lasagna noodle because it's long. I might consider manicotti, which is a big long tube that you would usually stuff
It's a
a
noodle.
noodle.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't consider penne, which is a small tube, a noodle. I would consider that pasta. It's penne pasta.
Hmm.
I would also
That's
consider
weird.
I would also consider macaroni a pasta, not a noodle.
We need to get some
'Cause it's
Italians on the
small.
line.
Oh, okay. I think so.
Did the
But that's
internet
why
answer
you
your
would that's why
question,
you'd say
Winston?
ramen noodle because it's a long pasta shape.
I think the word we're looking for here is string type noodles and non-string type noodles, right?
But
I mean,
lasagna is not a string. Lasagna is a sheet.
it's a massive string.
It's a long
not-
string.
it's
It's a
not-
long
it's not
flat
a
string.
tube,
It's a
you know,
long
as long
flat
as it-
string. It's definitely not a tube.
Yeah. Now
Put it through your
cannoli
pasta roller.
is a can-
Rolla.
right, but it's as long as it's flat and it's like string shape.
Yeah, but
I-
there's a long hollow string pasta shape. It's a very tiny long tube that I would consider a noodle, not a pasta.
Hmm.
We're gonna start having to call this show like three guys that don't know squat about culinary arts talk culinary arts. That's
Yeah.
I gotta get my brother on here. He could shed some light. He spent a lot of time in the kitchen.
Get back to us.
See if
I
you had
had-
if you had
I
the
have
call-in
pe-
number, man, we could just I could just text it to him right now.
Yeah.
I have people that I know that I've been calling about the mustard on the burger situation. I can report back that
Canvassing
Boots-
New York.
boots on the ground
Yeah.
in Massachusetts says mustard on a McDonald's hamburger.
Well, Massachusetts wasn't in. Well, you said the tri-state area, but I, thought it
said
was right along
northeast
the,
eventually,
Yeah,
but
okay.
we're narrowing it down.
Right.
I have somebody else.
Triangulating.
I have somebody else who's trying to get me information from New Jersey. So
Doing live reporting on,
Oh,
on
man.
mustard on a burger.
investigative research.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. When I was in New York last week, I did not run into any McDonald's anywhere.
Hold on. I will say this. I'll add an extra information for you, Tony. No mustard on burger in Vietnam either.
Why is that?
Yeah, that's outside the country.
The taste is always just ketchup and mayo, Brian.
Mayo. They put mayo in their
Yes,
cheeseburgers in
we do.
Vietnam?
Yeah, we
Now,
do mayo.
Winston, you jokingly said you put sweet and sour sauce on a burger, and I, listening back to the episode, I went, "That sounds really freaking
He's
good."
onto something, man.
that sounds real good. Actually, I would do that.
He was making a funny stereotype joke, but I'm
That's
actually
it.
intrigued.
Yeah.
No, I think a burger is versatile enough to where you could put any type of like sauce on it, and it would
Right,
still
but
be
I'm
good.
saying standard burgers, they come with the ketchup and mayo.
Yeah, in Vietnam, ketchup and mayo. It's listen, man. There's something about so growing up, I always wanted to have like a real American burger, right? So the thing is, Vietnam don't have processed food, so we don't do like a McDonald's burger where everything is already made in the past and it's ready for you to just kind of eat. If you go to a burger place in Vietnam, it's usually just a stall. They will fry. They wouldn't grill. They would pan fry the patty in front of you, and then it's usually like ketchup, mayo, and then lettuce, tomatoes. Now, if you really want to add something, they could fry an egg and throw it on there for you. So it's like, oh my god, it's good, and it's not dippy eggs though. It's like it's fully
Uh-huh.
cooked, so it doesn't drip through your hand while you're eating the burger. It's great. And the best part about it is sesame buns. I love me a good sesame bun that you don't quite get anymore. But yeah, I love. I'm gonna since I'm going back soon, I'm gonna try it again just to see if it still lives up to the hype. But
Your memory is so great.
yeah,
Hopefully, it does hold up.
right.
But
But
that's
it's weird. But I never enjoyed it as a kid. That was the worst part was because I was so obsessed with wanting to try a real like processed burger that I never like care about like the freshly made stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah,
There's a place for both.
yeah,
But yeah, ketchup and mayo is interesting. When I worked at Universal Studios, you eat in the grill a lot,
yeah.
and that seemed to be like the rage of the time. Everybody would get a big old thing of ketchup and a big old thing of mayo, and then
Yeah.
swirl them together.
That's it.
And
I love
somebody,
it.
I think somebody's said it was California ketchup, or like that was like what everybody used, which was weird. It would not weird at the time. It was
Yeah.
delicious, but it was like that's where I learned about that. Of like now I do it all the time, but
With your fries, right?
anything, yeah,
Yeah.
mainly fries. But yeah, if you're gonna
Have
put a
you
condiment on your plate,
you try Cranch?
Cranch. What's Cranch?
Ketchup
Ranch
and
and
ranch.
ketchup and ranch? No, I
You
haven't.
should try it. Cranch is pretty good.
Cranch.
Cranch is great. Now you can even do Shranch, which is sriracha and ranch. Ranch
I
is
have
real
done that.
versatile. I would
It
say,
is, man.
yeah,
Here's the thing.
An American thing for you, ranch.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, Tony, I didn't realize. I mean, we both. Well, you hail from the Northeast. I hail from the Midwest. I kind of think of them the same since they're on the same latitude. But like ranch dressing, I didn't realize that's like the stereotype that like people up there put ranch on everything, and that's
Oh,
true.
really?
Yeah. And what I read in one of my favorite publications, The Bathroom Reader, the Hidden Valley Ranch was actually a place.
There's a real Hidden Valley.
It
That's
was
the original
Hidden
ranch dressing. Yeah.
Yes, it was the Hidden Valley Ranch, and they had people come up there and they served a lot of vegetables, raw vegetables, and they had to figure out a way to dress up the raw vegetables.
Was it a ranch that served Hidden Valley Ranch? Like, did they have a ranch?
So the
in
name of the
Hidden-
ranch was Hidden
Hidden
Valley.
Valley. It
and
was
then
a ranch.
The buttermilk ranch dressing that they created
Uh-huh.
was named after the place where it was created. So,
So-
like if you
so-
want legit ranch dressing,
Uh-huh.
you buy Hidden Valley because that's who invented it.
Is ranch the condiment named after the place El Ranch?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Hidden Valley Ranch, and they sold
Where do
it
you-
as spice packets. Well, I mean, it's it's
Where do you
like-
think French dressing got its name?
Yeah, but French
Oh,
fry
the
wasn't made in
French.
France.
The French champagne.
Was French fry made in France?
no,
No,
those are
that's
freedom fries.
in that case, that's a style
No.
of cutting. Yes.
General So never killed a chicken.
He
You know what I mean?
clearly did. He did. That dude ended up on every menu, and it's often delicious. But yes, the Hidden Valley, and I also found out that the Pepperidge Farm was a real place.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, Pepperidge Farm, remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna make a joke, but you got it first.
But yes, they came out with the ranch packets, and then you mixed it at home with the mayo and the buttermilk, and then they sold
Oh.
it to Kraft or whatever, and then they started putting it in bottles. So like I think ranch dressing like hit the shelves in like 1980 something. So I was like, I was alive when ranch dressing
the
was
advent
creation
of
ranch. Oh my god.
That's why I was like, I always remember a time when there was ranch dressing, especially
how does
in
it
the
feel,
Midwest.
Brian, to be known as one of the early ranch adopters?
I mean, well, and I'm from the Midwest, and
Yeah.
I had ranch dressing tonight. I will put that stuff on anything. It's delicious.
See, me and Brian both remember a time before and after the internet, but Brian's the only one that remembers a time before and after ranch.
Thank you to real drive the ancient feeling home.
No, yeah, I like one of my go-tos is like you go get pizza, like just I'm not even talking like mediocre pizza, but just a standard pizza,
Put some
ranch
ranch on it.
Ranch
yeah.
all the way,
ranch and
man.
hot
Great,
sauce.
yeah.
I don't do sriracha, but
Ooh,
like
hot sauce.
take ranch, take some Frank's Red Hot, mix those together, dip your pizza in that.
Oh
Freaking
man,
awesome.
You gotta try the sriracha with ranch and then dip it. I think you would like that a lot.
It is good. It is good.
Similar, yeah.
If nobody watches this podcast, they're probably like, those three dudes are probably fat guys. Three fat guys.
I was gonna say there's some fat asses in the show.
My mentality is
Oh man,
I'm fat in spirit.
I'll see if I can find this for the linked up. When I was a kid, and the things that you remember, Saturday morning cartoons, right? You'd always have like PSAs. One being that I remembered a lot was the cavity creeps. They wanted to make sure you brushed your teeth so you didn't get the cavity creeps. Another one, totally random, was this thing when it was like, "Don't drown your food." That was the whole. It was a little jingle, and it was basically talking to the kids to make sure that they use their sauces, your ketchup, your ranch dressing in moderation. Don't drown your food.
Yeah.
I don't. Why did that stick in my brain? I don't know. But it doesn't help because
There was very soon an anti PSA against "Don't drown your food" called "Don't tell me what to do." Jeez,
Wait,
oh man.
Wait, hold on, Brian. So
and
I have
then the
a
obesity
question.
epidemic followed.
I have a question for like the ancient time, Brian. What do you guys put on your salad back in the day?
Ranch dressing.
Before
I was
ranch, though.
I was at Thousand Island. I was a big fan of Thousand Island dressing.
Uh-huh.
I never, until I got older, liked the oils and your vinaigrettes
Yeah.
and all that stuff. It needed to be like creamy and
Yeah. No,
So,
I'm a
yeah.
big fan of the, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I just didn't
Thousand
know-
Island was always my jam.
Was there an actual Thousand Islands that came up with this?
Maybe.
The recipe was completed after they visited 1,000
That's it.
islands to get all the ingredients.
1,000 islands came together.
It's
They had-
exotic.
they had a committee.
Yeah.
I like a ranch. I like an Italian dressing though.
Yeah.
I'm a big Italian dressing guy.
Yeah.
Like again, northern on a sub, Italian dressing, awesome.
Do you
And
put
I don't see that option enough.
Isn't that just like vinaigrette, right?
I guess it's a type of vinaigrette. Yeah.
Okay.
oil?
It can be thicker and creamier or more thin. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm a big fan of the Caesar dressing.
I was just gonna say, do you put Caesar dressing on anything else other than a Caesar salad?
Sub, depending,
can
Caesar
put it on
dressing
a
is good on
sub,
some
yeah.
sandwiches, man.
Yeah.
A cold cut sandwich with some Caesar dressing.
I wouldn't put that in like a Vietnamese like sandwich, like a banh mi or nothing, but like I
No.
feel like it would go super hard with some other food. I don't know. It's weird. I don't. But you
Like
can put ranch on anything.
half the Subway menu would be made better with some Caesar dressing, probably.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Oh, now I want to try a pizza with Caesar dressing. This is a real big bag activity we got going on here.
We got big
guys.
brain stuff going, yeah.
Yeah, big brain, big bags. They're
Winston,
gonna
did
cut
you
our
have-
thumbs off.
Did you have dinner yet? I already
No,
had
not
dinner.
yet. I'm
Tony,
very
Tony
hungry,
did
that's
too.
why.
Oh, I gotta stop. Okay.
I was gonna say Tony had supper, I had dinner, and Winston's starving.
Other-
now that
I'm
we're talking
starving.
about this.
Other way then. So let me bring something maybe very regional. I want to see if this
Wait, hold on.
moved
Before
out-
you bring that up, I want to bring up a current trend that's going around. So, have you guys been to Jersey Mike's? Both of you?
Oh,
I have.
love
I've spent
Jersey Mike's.
$30 on 3 subs. Or,
It's
or 2
expensive, but
subs there, yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
So good.
You know how when you order a sub, you can say, "Yeah, can I get it Mike's way?" And Mike's way is
Okay, yeah.
lettuce, tomatoes. Is it salt,
Oil, vinegar,
and
the whole
oil?
nine.
Yeah,
It's written right there on the menu. I've
Yeah,
seen
that's it.
Yeah.
So
Mike's way.
So for whatever reason, there's like a trend 2 weeks ago on TikTok, right, where it's like people would order Mike's way, but in the most unconventional way you could think of. So they're like, "Yeah, is Michael working today?" I would love the Michael method if possible, please.
Hey, can you yeah, I'll take that number 7, but can you have Mike take it in the back and have his way with it?
I hear that's the best.
Hey, can you tell Mike's that there's no safe words?
Oh man, these people do not realize they are getting hawkers in their sandwiches, man. You never.
No, man. Here's the thing. Jersey Mike's is fully playing into it. It's basically free marketing for them. So they're having their
It's the new
employees.
Grimace Shake.
There you
Yes,
go, man.
Brian. So people are like trained to like try to not laugh when people shows up, but like exactly do what they say and like create
Oh.
content out of it. And it's so funny. I think the Mike's Way stuff is just hilarious.
Which is funny, man, because that's been on the menu for years. We've been going to my Jersey Mike's for so long, and that's pretty
I saw
funny, man.
this one guy. He was wearing one of those like glasses with the camera, and he walks up to like a Jersey Mike's. He saw people coming out. He was like, "Yo, did you guys get in Michael way too?" And they're like, "Yeah, of course you have to." It cuts, and it's him finishing ordering his sandwich. He goes, "Yeah, can you tell Michael to come out here and fuck my sandwich?"
Oh man, see, they can't use that one for their promo reel, but
Yeah,
man,
but you could just see the reaction on the girls that was working. It was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, no, I just had to bring that up.
I guess that's true. I guess they are making it in front of you. I wouldn't call that order in because they'd be like, okay, these jackasses are really just,
I think it's so funny. But yeah, anyway, I just had to bring that up real quick. But yeah.
Well, that's good. I still have not joined the TikTok.
That's okay. You're not missing out much.
That's what I hear, and I figure anything that's funny will make its way to Instagram
You know what though?
sooner or later.
I'm telling you, you already have a whole account idea lined up, Brian. The ranch historian. You can really do your ranch history stuff. You can do like reviews on different ranch. I think that'll be cool.
I think Hidden Valley is the only way to go, man. Clearly.
I think so. Do you guys remember that like super old Hidden Valley Ranch commercial where it was like a family at a baseball game and then they just order a giant broccoli head and they just put ranch on it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do
Tony,
not.
oh my god, this is from like maybe like 10 years ago at most, but it was like they were like, imagine if you're at a game and it was like instead of eating junk food, it's a giant broccoli head and you're just eating ranch.
Hey man, raw broccoli with some ranch dressing, it's delicious.
It's good.
It's super good, man. But I don't. Are there other brands? I mean, this is really funny because
ranch?
we went to Costco this weekend and fully bought like it's a 2-pack of
Oh, the giant
gigantic
one?
hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter will devour some ranch. I mean, we will too, but my daughter
like,
loves some ranch dressing.
You're probably getting some store brand. You're probably getting a Newman's Own.
Yes, Newman.
I don't know
Kent's. Ken's. Yeah.
Not Kent. That's way too dignified. It's Ken.
Now, see, sometimes you go like Ken's honey mustard. That's top tier honey mustard.
I don't like.
How
honey
come
mustard.
Heinz haven't made a
Heinz.
ranch?
I bet you they do.
They got to market on the ketchup.
It's one of those things where it's like Heinz makes mustard. Heinz makes like they make all sort of condiments that they just
All right, we're talking.
overshadowed by other brands. But
You're talking about other condiments. Okay, this will determine how old and ancient I am. Tony, I hope you remember. Do you remember the colored ketchups that was all the rage for a while?
Easy Squeeze.
What?
They
What?
had
Heinz-
colored ketchup.
Heinz
different
Easy
colors.
Squeeze. You had your
Hold
regular
on.
red, but you also had green and purple.
and green.
Yeah, they were good. I
Hold on, I
definitely
gotta
definitely
look
had
it up.
those in the
Oh, ew.
mid 2000s.
Yeah, I was gonna
Does
say
it-
early aughts. That was the thing. Maybe
Does
late
it just
90s.
taste like regular ketchup?
Yeah,
but
they
with
just
food
decided
coloring?
they could make it different colors. So why not? Let's sell some purple ketchup. Why
I
not?
love that about the early 2000s, just because it's like, what if this thing but in a different color and it's the
Sure.
greatest? Yeah, it's like, why not?
Yeah. They took their cues from like the late 80s or 90s. Crystal Pepsi. Pepsi's
Oh,
normally
that's right,
brown. Let's
yeah.
make it clear.
Yeah.
Look at Apple. Apple went, oh, iMac. I bet you we could sell a ton more if we made them different colors.
Yeah.
Sure,
And
sure
they
enough.
did.
Yeah.
Dude, those were cool. And let me tell you now, I got a Mac, a couple months ago, and I'm all in on how freaking great this computer is and
Yeah.
how well it works. I know, Tony, I know you're kind of anti-fanboy for the Mac, but damn, it is a fine computer.
I'm on the side that if you're doing something creative, the Macs tend to be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
It was awesome. I mean,
so
it's,
I'm doing some research on the Heinz website, and the
Winston's
only
wanting to
thing,
know how he can order some green
Yes.
ketchup.
So get this, Tony, you'll like it. Buffalo Ranch is the only ranch that they offer. So it's buffalo sauce
really?
with ranch. Yeah. The other thing that they do offer, Brian, is the mayo chup, which is just the mayo
Chop.
ketchup.
They could have
exactly-
workshopped that name a
yeah.
little better.
But other than that, it's primarily just different flavoring style of ketchup.
Is
okay.
it still
Yeah.
in
Now here's-
circulation?
Yeah.
Now here's what I need you to look up.
Uh-huh.
Hidden Valley in the 90s did some crazy stuff with their ranch. Look up 1990s Hidden Valley Ranch, and you will find things such as Pizza Ranch and Taco Ranch.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is so
Uh-huh.
sick. Super creamy ranch, taco ranch, nacho cheese ranch. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God. See, this is the America that was sold to me. This
Nin-
is what they need to bring back.
Yeah.
90s also had things called salad spritzers.
What is that?
Did it come in an aerosol can? That sounds
It-
horrible.
It did, yes.
No
It came in not aerosol, but it came in a little spray bottle. And it was basically liquid that you just spritzed your salad with.
It's
it
like,
was just like
it's like a poopery, Brian.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Does the room smell bad? Spray some of the salad stuff, man. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I
They
feel like
had
the
a
crazy.
ranch. They had a ranch salad spritzer.
It's like the bacon cologne. You know, we were talking about the mustaches, the mustache tattoos, and that was also when like people were going absolutely freaking crazy about bacon.
Over
Bacon's
bacon,
delicious,
yeah.
but people went a little hard with the bacon. They had
Yeah.
bacon
You
scented
know why?
candles, bacon cologne.
Do you know why that is? I can tell
Why?
you the actual cultural reason why. Back
please.
around that time, there was a very big YouTube channel called, and Tony probably know it, Epic Meal Times. Have you ever heard of this?
I've actually seen that.
Yeah. So I think
All three
it
of
was,
us get that reference. Those
Yeah.
guys are funny.
So I think Epic Mealtime was the people that really popularized how popular bacon was during that time, because it was just not like they were the people that was like, and now we're gonna do bacon on bacon on bacon, and then what do you call like the rainbow color sour piece thing? They call it gay bacon. I don't even know what it's called anymore. That's what I call it now. You know what I'm talking about?
Gay
Tony?
bacon? I do not know what gay bacon is.
It's like a candy strip. It's mostly green. It has like sugar on it and it's sour. What is that called?
Like they're like sour ribbons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sour
like-
gummy ribbon.
Right, but they call it gay bacon, and
Yeah.
now that's all I know it's as.
Winston, you just missed Pride Month by a couple of days with this release.
No, it's still Pride Month. It's still the 30th.
As of
As
this
of
recording.
release.
as of this recording, Winston is throwing his support in for gay bacon.
The funniest thing about Pride Month in 2025 is that like you can see the shift in like company like culture, because
Oh, from last year?
Yeah, they just
Oh, gosh,
stopped
yeah,
giving
man.
a shit.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like I'm not saying it's bad that they, well, it is bad that they kind of stopped giving a shit, just because it's like, well, you guys been doing this for years, and
The
now all of a
the
sudden,
Bud Light thing, man. They went running with their
Yeah.
tails between the legs. They're like, we did not. Okay, that was bad. So yeah, that's
Right.
everybody kind of. What I find is that in this very, very divided society, no matter what the issue is, when people correct or they overcorrect. And so there's like this constant back
Yeah.
and forth of people overcorrecting, and then, oh, that was horrible. And then they overcorrect to the other way. It's just, yeah.
all these companies are ran by a bunch of Sith, Brian. They deal in absolute the whole time.
Sith?
Yeah,
Sith Lords?
yeah, Sith lords.
Okay.
Yeah, Sith lords.
Sith Lords. I'm just making sure I heard you. You said Sith.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's so crazy. It's like the overcorrecting. It's always hilarious
Yeah.
for me to see. It's just like stand on it. That's my whole thing. It's like you publish something, just stand on it. You know?
Yeah.
But I guess PR is everything nowadays, so I get it.
Marketing and PR, man.
Yeah.
I've not watched all of Mad Men, but you go back there and you're like, that's really actually what
Is that
happened.
what that
man.
show's about?
I mean, it takes place at the boom of the advertising age, and when they really realized that, like, if you sell something, if you market the hell out of something, you can sell it. You know, there's several examples. One of them being, at the top of my head, razors.
Yeah.
For women to shave their legs. I
Yeah.
think it was prior to World War II. Nobody shaved their legs. That's how God made you. You got hairy legs, right? And
Yeah.
then I think the razor companies went out there and started advertising like, you don't want to be a hairy beast when your man comes home from war.
Yeah.
Start shaving your legs.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah. Halitosis. They made that word up. Halitosis for bad
What is
breath.
that?
That's bad breath.
Oh,
They don't really use
jeez.
it anymore, but they like halitosis. They came up with a bad medical sounding condition to make sure. Oh shit! I don't want halitosis. I better get some scope, or Listerine. Yeah. So I mean, it's marketing's interesting, but unfortunately, like us as humans, we're trying to optimize everything and figure out the best way
Yeah.
to essentially manipulate other human beings,
Yeah.
like with marketing. So yeah,
Now,
it's all marketing.
How did they market ranch when it first came out, Brian?
They don't need to. It's freaking delicious.
It advertises itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the advertisement. Try this shit.
It's
That
freaking
was it,
delicious. Yeah, there you
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, that's how, that's why cigarettes always showed people looking cool or rugged or masculine. I mean,
Listen, man. I still stand behind 10 toes down on cool cigarette advertising. None of that like lung cancer bullshit. Just show me a cool guy smoking.
Smoking looks cool. I mean,
Yeah, it does.
because we've been fed those
Listen,
images that it totally
if
looks
there
cool.
was a way to smoke cig and not get lung cancer,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, you show the guy with emphysema in the hospital and the corroded lung, though, not as cool, not nearly as cool.
That's it. I don't want to talk with a freaking
Yeah,
vibrator to my.
I told you guys that story, right? Did I tell you guys this story?
I think so. Yeah, wasn't it like a lady or something?
No, it was a guy who, when I was working, if I've told this story before, I'm sorry, but it bears repeating because it freaked me out. I was working at Disney, and I went up to the wardrobe counter, and you have like every day you go to wardrobe and you get your wardrobe every day, right? You didn't bring it home, you turned it in, you got your wardrobe, right? You checked out your wardrobe. I went up to the counter, asked for my wardrobe, and the dude behind the counter looks at me, is just like standing there, and then takes the little Mr. Microphone, puts it up to his trachea, and does the and like freaked me out. There's nothing that can prepare you for that. Like, I absolutely lost it because you're like, you're half want to laugh and then you're half like, oh my god, what is this? It's bad news, man. So there was my anti-smoking PSA.
You sound
right
like
away.
a freaking stormtroopers.
A stormtrooper who would suck down some helium. Yes, that would actually be a pretty accurate description.
Or would it be more similar to like a separatist droid? You should have been like,
these are not the droids they're looking for. Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, because your first, I'm, kind of one of those people that sort of like laughs at uncomfortable moments. It was bad.
Did you laugh at him? Oh,
because you're just so taken. You're not laughing at him like, ha, look, you got lung cancer, but like, holy cow, this is such a weird scenario. I don't know what to do but laugh, right?
Yeah.
It was horrible.
That's so
Anyway, don't
funny.
smoke, kids.
Oh my
It's
God.
bad for you.
Yeah, no, totally. But I still think if I could, somehow smoke without having to like deal with that in the future, listen, man, you would see me with a freaking pack a day.
They had those vapor cigarettes that was just water. One dude I worked with was quitting smoking, and he would inhale it, and it was water vapor. So you still had the inhale feeling, and you still blew out, but it was water vapor.
But the issue with that is like, if a real smoker come up, it's like, hey man, what kind of stuff you smoking? It's like water vapor.
Water,
like,
H2O, man.
They're like, fucking pussy.
It does really depend on the form factor though, because it's like, hey, watching somebody smoke, like, again, you're going cigarettes, you go kind of cool. You get a pipe, you go distinguished.
Oh yes,
yeah,
yes.
very
You watch somebody smoking a vape, you go, you just look like a douchebag.
Yes.
You just like,
You see
let
somebody-
me hit my rectangle. I go, get out of here.
Yeah, they're definitely wearing jean shorts and probably have a corn T-shirt on. That's
every time.
I'm not allowed to say anything about corn. I've been booed about it now.
Every time they pull a rip off of their vape, it's like freaking sounds and like, you remember those pinball
Sounds
machines?
of life. It's like a toddler toy.
Yeah.
It's like, let me hit my little Tyke's vape.
Yeah, what's up with your LED sippy cup? That's weird.
Hey, what flavor you smoking? This is Fisher Price.
Yeah. Oh, I had some Garanimals last week. That shit was bomb.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh man, speaking of smoking or vaping, man.
Yeah.
It's legal in New York.
Yeah.
There are people smoking joints all over the place.
Wait, weed is legal in New York?
Yes, recreationally. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's new.
Everywhere you go, I'm walking down the street, 8 o'clock in the morning, doobies for breakfast. You're walking.
Yeah.
I took some cut through to an area I was going, and I don't know if this was like the designated smoking area under the scaffolding, but there must have been like 15 people smoking joints.
I got to wake and bake, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like it's nothing. Like it's a cigarette. It was weird because there was zero. There was, it was like I was smoking a cigarette. There was zero attempt to like cover up what you're
hide
doing
from the cops or anything. Yeah, I mean,
they're not doing anything.
Yeah, that's how I imagine going to like, what's it called, Michigan. I just feel like there's nothing else going on up there but to smoke it. You know what I mean?
My friends in Chicago say it's very similar down there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that walk play a place like I was like, Pure Green, is that a smoothie place or is that Is that the
Yeah.
dispensary? Let me make
That's
sure
hilarious.
before I go in there and ask for
It's
a smoothie. I
both.
don't know what I'll get. Yeah, yeah,
No.
exactly. Well, we can grind up some kale and some extra green for you, sir.
That's it. Yeah, it's infused, sir.
That'll be $20.
That's it. I was gonna say, Brian, did you get a chance to have a New York slice or like a hot dog while you're up there?
I did have a New York slice. I did not have a hot dog.
Yeah. Did you notice, or was it just me, a very low amount of hot dog cart? It's not like you don't see them anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
Again, I wasn't in Manhattan though, so I just assumed that the New York that I've been, seen in movies and everything
Yeah.
since my youth was in Manhattan. And
It's-
where I
it's-
was, it was New York-ish, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like that,
But
There
I'm telling
really,
you,
there's the degrees of the city. I mean,
Yeah.
Soho is not the same as the Bronx.
Right.
You know?
right. But I just still, to me, like from the 2 trips that I've taken up there, I still haven't seen a hot dog cart. Like I see,
Go down through Times Square, go through the theater district. They
I
are
live
all
in
over
Times
the
Square.
place.
I literally had my hotel in Times Square. Did not see. Now, what I did see was a lot of those like food trucks that sell
Yeah.
like halal foods. You know what I mean, like rice and lamb and stuff. Now, those guys might offer hot dogs, but I'm not gonna go to a halal truck.
No, but you're
asking for
talking
a
about
hot
like
dog.
you're talking like legit. All you
Dirty
get is
water
like dirty
dog.
Dirty
hot dog
water dog.
Yep,
Yeah, that's it.
what
Yeah.
you want.
That's what I want. I want the boiled hot dog,
Mhm.
That's what I want to eat, but they don't have it. So I was like,
Dude, I will send you. Speaking of TikTok, I'm following this dude on TikTok who's just going to every hot dog cart in the city and
Oh,
rating
wow.
them.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
If
need
I
to
find
see
him
that.
again, I'll send him over to you.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
man, this guy, he's gonna be dead in a couple of months, but we appreciate
Yeah,
his research, man.
literally, yeah. But no, so wait, Brian, you got a New York slice?
I did. I
Yeah?
ate pizza a couple times. Very good.
Did you get it from Sbarro or?
Yeah, I did. I did. And then I found a Little Caesars for the
Yeah,
second one. I figured
that's-
that was the most authentic way I could go
Yeah.
about it.
No, I will say, isn't it weird how once you have a New York slice, every other pizza is very subpar?
It was great, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's weird is for whatever reason, I've been eating my pizza folded in half for years.
Yeah.
Oh.
You always gotta fold it.
Best
yeah.
way to do it.
No, it
Yeah,
is.
but I
yeah.
didn't realize. I think when I started doing that was like New York style. I didn't know they had a.
Oh,
they had
really?
yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to imitate New Yorkers, but that's just a good way to
But
eat
it's not like
pizza.
you can fold a Chicago style, right? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, it's like
It just runs through your fingers.
Yeah. I'm squeezing a pasta salad.
that's it. No, I was gonna say, Brian, when I went to New York, I had this one pizza spot that I really loved. I think it was called Little New York's Pizza or something like that. My girlfriend probably remember better than I do, but when I went, that was the place I would consistently get my slice. It was like $6 a slice, which is, to be honest, a little too expensive for pizza, but it
Yeah.
was really good because you get stuff like bacon, chicken, and ranch. Like, it's stuff like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
the selection is
Yeah.
fantastic. It's like
Yeah.
you're going to get pizza, you got 6, 7 options right there.
That's
you
it.
know?
Yeah. And they had like other stuff that you can order, like a freaking calzone. Like,
Was it
I've
a
never-
cart or was it a restaurant?
No, it was a restaurant. It was a walk-in spot. So I
Okay.
love that. But then while we were up there, my girlfriend was like, we gotta try Joe's Pizza because every time we pass by Joe's Pizza, it's super long. Do you know Joe's Pizza, Brian? Tony?
I do not. I had Joe's Coffee, but
Okay,
not Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza was the
Joe, I
pizza.
guess.
Joe Pizza was the pizza place that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man worked at in the second movie.
Oh, that's right.
So that's Joe's Pizza. And Joe's Pizza is like super famous in New York. You go in one of those establishments, they have pictures on the wall of the owner with like a bunch of celebrity and like
Right.
all of the
Spider-Man, Captain America.
that's
Thor,
yeah,
all of them.
Iron
Yeah.
Man, T'Challa. No, but yeah, like so when I went there, I had high hopes. I'm like, it's freaking Joe's Pizza. The line outside, we waited 45 minutes for a pizza.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in the cold. This was in December. We're like, this gotta be like the
Oh, man.
best fucking pizza you ever had. We got our pizza. It was the worst pizza I've ever ate. I kid you not.
Oh,
Little Caesar
man.
probably served me a better pizza than they did.
Did you guys sit on the same side when you ate it though?
No, we went with a large group, so we all sat in a circle. Yeah, but I was side by
Oh,
side
that's
with my
unfortunate.
girlfriend.
That's it. Well, in that
Yeah.
case, you should be.
Yeah, that's normal.
But it was not a good pizza. We
Mm.
got it half and half. We got a half pepperoni, and then the other half we did like some type of specialty, whatever. But yeah, it was just straight dog water.
Oh man, that's too bad. It
Yeah.
was they must have dropped. Once they had the hype of the movie.
That's it.
People
But-
love seeing stuff in
but-
movies.
People lines up for it, man. That's
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, it's like one of the joys of getting pizza too in New York is that you just buy by the slice.
Yeah.
yeah,
That you
yeah,
can
I
just
love
you
that.
can go sample a bunch of different places because you can buy just a slice
a
of
slice
pizza.
of pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that here. That's the one thing I wish.
I don't understand why more places don't do. New York City is also a very walkable city.
That's true. Yeah.
So it kind of makes more sense. Like a lot of places, like you couldn't do that here in Atlanta.
yeah, I'm not gonna drive 15 minutes to buy one
To one slice of
pizza
pizza to go back in your car. Yeah.
No, but here's the thing though, Tony. If you were to ask them, "Hey, I just want one slice," you think they would sell it to you, or would they be like,
Probably
"No,
not.
They're like
You think
Sparrows
so?
in the mall. Right
But
over
like
there.
you would think some more places like that would spring up around, say, stadiums or something, where it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, you're gonna park a couple blocks away and walk to and from.
Yeah,
Sell pizza by the slice.
yeah."
Yeah.
Well, you know where you can get that? Costco
true.
and Sam's, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've eaten their pizza a lot. It's fine. It,
Does,
it doesn't hold a candle to New
Does
York pizza.
Costco
No.
does Costco still offer or Sam's still offer like the deluxe style one with like the sausages and like bell peppers and onions and all that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No,
I think they
no,
stopped it, right? Yeah, that was like my
Yeah.
favorite thing to eat during the pandemic was the deluxe.
You were going to
pizza.
Costco during the pandemic?
No, I didn't have a card. Somebody bring it over to my place, but yeah.
Oh yeah. No, Trader Joe's was my that was our go-to, man. They had their pandemic shopping down pat.
How?
Like they would
Wait,
like you would wait in line
yeah.
back when people spaced out and
Yeah.
you know 6 feet in between with mask, and they
I-
would only let X amount of people in the
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
And so you queued up. It was very, dystopian. Like you look back,
So-
you're like, it's so weird. But yeah, and then just and X amount of people in the store, you go through, and everything was spaced out.
I love that. It's like, all right, everybody stay 6 feet apart until you get to the register. Now you're 2 feet in front of the
No, man,
cashier.
they had that. Oh, the cashier.
On the
that's true.
plexiglass though, right? They had the plexiglass.
They did. They did.
Okay, that's
Clearly,
fair,
that's
yeah.
been found to be effective at stopping all diseases. Yes.
It's like
Plexiglass is-
you know when like you're as a kid when you're scared you hide under your blanket.
There you go,
So
man.
then the monster
Same
goes
thing.
away. Same thing.
Yep.
You know, the COVID came out. I was like, fuck, is that a plexiglass? You know.
Yep. Sneeze guard. It runs.
Yeah, that's it.
Them and Subway too. That's how that's how you know your sandwich is safe.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
if it's good enough to keep your ranch safe at the salad bar, it's good enough for a Trader Joe's cashier.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Bring it back all around. I think I'm gonna wrap us up. Thanks for listening, everybody. Appreciate it. As always, tell a friend, rate and subscribe wherever you're listening so you don't miss new episodes. Remember, downloads help us more than streams. But if you want us to talk about something, show up here and chat. I've been chatting a little bit with people in there. You can always send us an email to podcastxyzxwhyz@gmail.com. You can visit us on Instagram for news and updates. You can check us out on TikTok. We do still have clips going up there. Check us out on YouTube, where our post shows normally go, and maybe some other exclusive content. It has been 1 year. We've passed the 1 year mark since we put out our first TV theme show bracket.
Oh my goodness.
It's still on the docket. It's been a while. Things have been crazy, especially recently, but it will happen someday. You can catch up with things like that. You can always go to our home on the web where we've got Winston's Watch and Listen list. We've got our merch store link. Check us out at podcastxyz.podbean.com. And with that, we'll see everybody next time.
See you later.
See you, everybody.